Okay, so I hear you, and I appreciate it when you say that anyone can do this, any of our EITs can do this. But you also mentioned that you have a great team around you, and many of our EITs right now don't have any type of team. They don't have like a CFO and a chief marketing person, and they can't afford to pay the salaries of that. So can anyone really do this if they don't have a team?
The easy answer is yes.
Okay. I love this.
So the longer answer is, well, how do you make that happen? So do you need everybody on your team all in the very beginning in order to make something happen? The answer is no. What you really need is you need somebody that knows how to do marketing. Most companies, they fall down, or let me back up. Most companies have an area in one of four, a problem in one of four areas. One is in marketing, people, systems, and then money. One of these areas. So marketing is number one reason that small businesses fail.
Just so we get this. Marketing, money, people, systems.
Well, marketing, people, systems, and money.
In that order?
Money's in that order.
Interesting.
Okay. Most people, when they, and so let me explain, right? Marketing, that's number one reason businesses fail, because they don't know how to market their product properly. They go out and they look for referrals, and that's how they grow their business. Referrals is not a sustainable model. You cannot grow a business at any scale by doing referrals. You have to be able to drive your own traffic, drive your own lead flow, drive your own people in the door so they buy as much product as you want to sell. Now, it's a very simple process that you do, but most people have no idea how to do that.
Okay.
The second one is on people. The best people work for the best companies, and they also leave or jump ship the fastest when a company's failing. So every company has A players, B players, and C players. A's are your top level people. Well, when a company's starting to go out of business, who do you think leaves the company first? Well, the A players. Who do you think stays on? Well, the hourly people who stay on because they're desperate for a job, but they only punch in just 30 seconds before they're supposed to leave, and they're leaving 5 minutes early. Right? Because that's just the mindset.
Sure.
Well, we want to have a group of ABs. You're always going to have some C's in there, but what I'm trying to do is explain in the people is a big component, because the people will implement the marketing. But the people will also say, okay, well, now that we've got the right market, we can drive our own traffic, how do we scale this business up? So now the people look to see, well, what kind of automation or systems can we put into place so that we can scale? You can't scale without automation. You got to have automation inside.
Right.
Once you fix the marketing, you got the people, and you got the systems, it actually frees up the capital. Most people, if you talk to a business owner and say, okay, what do you need to grow your business? Well, I need $1 million. No, you don't. You got to fix your marketing first. You get the right people, you put in the right systems, it frees up all the capital you need. That's one of the reasons why we can go in and help companies solve their problems without putting cash into them. Because you'll see so many companies, you take like a venture capital firm or a private equity group, what they like to do a lot of times is they will simply put money or give money to a company for a percentage of ownership and hope that they do it right. We don't do that. We don't put any money in the company. We go in, we show them how to do it right from the beginning, so we don't wait for them to figure it out. We already know what's working. We go in there and we show them what to do. We'll help bring in the people. That's why if a company's making 30% profit, $1 million company, $300,000 a year, there's enough money to pay for the right people to come in. Sometimes I have to let go of certain people because they're a drag on the business. They just don't know what they're doing. Sad, but true. I don't always have to do it, but once in a while I do, right? It's just reality of business.
So our EITs watching this right now, even if they've never done this before, if they can talk the talk, like if they watch every minute of this and memorize what you're saying, and then they can go in into at least start out with a smaller company with a management team or a founder that really doesn't know what they're doing, and then they can share this. They can say the 4 areas and exactly what they're going to do.
If they say those 4 things, if they do nothing but remember that the 4 areas that a company has problems with is 1, marketing, 2 is people, systems, and then money. Most people go about it money, systems, people, and then fix the marketing, the last thing. You got to go the other way around.
Okay, so if one of our EITs walks up to a founder of a company that he wants to buy and he just shares this wisdom, he's probably going to really impress the founder, and the founder is going to be like, whoa, you're totally right.
Nobody's ever said it like that to me before. We get that statement quite a lot.
Okay, all right.
Let me give you sort of a hint, right? So not only could I buy a company, but I could actually have, and we've done this many, many times, you're going to like this one, is that we get companies to pay us, to pay you to take their equity.
Tell me more.
Well, so let me give you an example, right? $1 million company, I put no money into it. But let's say, you know what, I could structure this deal to buy the whole thing, but really what I want to do is the owner's doing a lot of things right, but he needs help, right? He's a one-man show or one-person show, and he doesn't know how to let go. So we need to elevate the owner to a chairman status, right? To kind of get him out of the day-to-day, bring somebody else in. But we want the owner essentially to work and make the company grow. So we only take, let's say, half of the company.
Yeah. Because you want him to keep his incentive, his financial incentive.
Because what he's going to look at is that if we can grow the company, even half of, right, if we go back to selling it for $4.5 million versus buying it for $900, he could sell it to me today for $900,000. He keeps that.
Yeah.
Or he can get half of the $4.5 million, and he can do that in about 2 years, 3 years. Which one do you think he takes?
Oh, it's no brainer. It's amazing.
He's going to take that.
Okay, yeah.
So we get the owner essentially to work for us, so I don't have to do the work. Because here's the thing, we own lots of different companies. I don't want to work in any of them, and neither should you unless you want a job. If you want a job, great, but you don't need to do that in order to be
you can just become an investor.
That's
with
exactly
an
right.
investor with no money down. Where does is there any initial cash infusion into the company?
For me, no.
So
if
you're
the money
buying
is
a
needed,
company, and I was waiting for you to say that you get the money from a bank or something, so it's not
never
your
go
money
to a bank,
down.
ever.
That's good, because our
Never.
EITs can't really go to the bank.
No,
anyway.
never go to a bank.
Okay.
You don't borrow on credit cards.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. Don't do that.
So you don't. So there's no cash coming in. So I can say I want to buy 50% of your company, and so I'm going to own it, but I'm not even giving you any.
Matter of fact, I'll probably
I'm not giving you any liquidity immediately.
Well, we have to define what liquidity means, right?
Okay.
Meaning that I'm not going to cash the owner out right now.
Yep.
I think is what you're saying.
Yes.
I'm not going to give the owner the money he wants. He's trying to sell his business now. I'm asking him to delay the sale of the company 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Even if I
and they're
bought
willing
his
to
company,
do that? Like if an
yes.
owner wants, why would they do that?
Because
they
even
believe
if I
that you're
bought
gonna
it for
bring
all
value.
cash, I'm not going to let the owner walk away. I'm going to make the owner be there to transition the company for at least the next year anyway to make sure I'm doing everything right.
Okay.
Because if somebody says, oh, I'm going to give you a month of training and good luck, you're on your own, I'm not interested.
Got it. Okay.
Right?
So
Because
you
what
want
if the
someone
things
who's
that he
got
hid-
some skin in the game anyway and
Exactly.
who cares. Yeah.
Well, see, this way,
Most founders probably care and don't want
They
to
all
just
care. It's
burn
their
off.
baby.
Yeah. Yep.
they don't want to walk away.
Yep.
Think about it also this way. It's protection for you and me, okay? It's protection for us against the owner who may have lied or misled us
while
on
you're
what the
buying.
value of the company was or what was
yeah.
going on. Well, if the owner stays in, well, the owner's really only screwing themselves. They're not, right? They're not just
Right. Because you
screwing
didn't
us.
put any cash up
Exactly
in the first
right.
place. Okay.
So it tends to make them a lot more honest.
Yeah.
I also get essentially the owner working for me for free, and then the owner will pay me no less than $2,500 a month, as much as $25,000 a month, in order to help them through this process. And then he's doing all the work, listening to whatever people I need to have put into the business.
Okay. So what is the value proposition to the owner?
Really simple, money.
Money at the end of the day.
Well, they're
I
going to
mean,
make more
when you
net
sell
money.
the company, right? More net money.
More
but
net
I'm
money.
saying, I get that, but like, what are you saying? You're obviously saying, I'm going to bring value to your company
Correct.
now. I'm going to help you to fix your marketing and your people systems and your money, right? So, but then if I'm the owner and I say, okay, great, I'm glad that you're going to help me with that. What are you going to start doing? Like, what does that mean?
Well, for me to really to know what needs to be done, I have to spend time with the owner, and it's more than a 5 or 10 minute conversation. So for every company we buy, I'll spend 1 or 2 days, or somebody from my office will spend 1 or 2 days with the owner in what we call a breakthrough strategy session. So in this strategy session, there's nobody else involved. We'll go in a hotel room and we'll use flip charts, and essentially we'll outline the business, and all throughout the whole room and the wall are all these pieces of paper that break down every aspect of the business, everything that's working in the business, everything that's not working, good or bad. We put it all out there, and then we find a way of, okay, how do we make it better? What do we need to do to fix it? So we bring in the right experts in those fields. So I guarantee you, in any field you could think of, there is somebody that has expertise in that field already.
Okay.
I don't need to have it. I just need to know, oh, can I find it? And the answer is yes. Always somebody wants to have a consulting gig, or somebody wants to have a job.
Right.
Well, I'd rather pay somebody as a consultant, because then once they're done, they're out.
Right.
It's not an expense to me anymore. So I can
Right.
solve the problem. So I can bring consultants in during the strategy session, of which the owner of the company pays for.
Yep.
Not me.
Yep. Interesting. Okay.
So the owner's paying for it.
So you just go and recruit the consultants
Correct.
who are
Yeah.
part of your expert staff
That's
team,
correct. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. So
Right,
again,
so
you're not paying
I have
$1.
no overhead.
Yeah, no overhead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no overhead.
Mm-hmm.
I recruit the staff. We come in, we find a way to fix the company, and we come up with a game plan.
Okay.
So one of the things that we want to always know is, I'm not interested in going to any company unless the owner agrees, and this is really important. Well, I guess it depends on what you want to do. You could buy a company that you want to buy and you want to hold. You want to hold on to it for 10 or 15 years? Maybe that's okay, that's you. My goal is I don't want to go into a company unless I know I can buy it, grow it, and resell it. That's my model. I don't want to hold it for long.
What a maximum of, I mean, I heard you say 2 to 3 years
2 to
ideally.
3 years
but what's
is
your
ideal.
max?
Max is probably 5 or 6. Depends on the industry.
Okay.
But I really don't want to be in a company. Plus, if I'm only in it for 5 or 6 years, I'm not catching too big of cycles in the up and downs. I'm kind of more like this, right? And so I'm in and out of the deals. I'm going on to the next one. And if the company has a downturn for whatever's happening in the economy or whatever's going on around the world, it doesn't affect me.